Tommy's troubles piling up as Gallino becomes M-Tex's only apparent savior is the most dangerous point the story has reached so far in Landman. What makes this moment so unsettling isn't just that Tommy is running out of options. It's that the one option left is the exact kind of power he's spent his career trying not to become dependent on. The show frames this shift as less of a rescue and more of a slow surrender, and the consequences of that surrender ripple through every corner of M-Tex. By this point, Tommy is boxed in from all sides. Investors are impatient, costs are climbing, and internal confidence is eroding. The company's old playbook, relationships, patience, and trust, no longer works in an environment that demands immediate results. Every compromise Tommy has made to keep M-Tex afloat has weakened his authority just enough to invite more pressure. It's a vicious cycle, and the show makes it painfully clear that he's exhausted. Gallino stepping in as the only viable solution doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of doors quietly closing. Traditional financing dries up. Partners hesitate. Regulators loom. Each setback narrows Tommy's choices until Gallino's offer stops looking like a deal and starts looking like oxygen. That's the trap. Gallino doesn't save failing companies. He absorbs them. By positioning himself as the last lifeline, he ensures that M-Tex survives only by bending to his will. For Tommy, accepting Gallino's help is a personal defeat. It confirms his worst fear, that the industry no longer has room for the kind of leadership he believes in. Gallino's methods clash with everything Tommy values: community trust, long-term thinking, and restraint. Yet survival forces him to consider doing the unthinkable. The tension in these episodes comes from watching Tommy justify small concessions, each one easier than the last, until the line he swore he wouldn't cross starts to blur. Inside M-Tex, Gallino's rise changes behavior immediately. Fear replaces loyalty. People stop asking what's right and start asking what Gallino will tolerate. Decision-making speeds up, but it loses nuance. Risks get taken not because they make sense, but because they satisfy expectations set by someone who thrives on pressure. The company may look more efficient on paper, but it's hollowing out from the inside. Cammie's role in this shift only deepens Tommy's isolation. Her alignment with Gallino means that even internal dissent feels compromised. Tommy can't be sure whether advice is meant to protect M-Tex or advance Gallino's agenda. That uncertainty forces him into defensive leadership, where every move is calculated and trust is rationed. It's a lonely place to lead from, and Landman doesn't shy away from showing how that loneliness distorts judgment. What makes Gallino especially dangerous as a savior is that he solves problems just well enough to create new dependencies. Payroll gets covered. Deals move forward. Crises are delayed. But each solution tightens his grip. The show repeatedly emphasizes that Gallino's help is never free. It's deferred ownership, influence, and control. M-Tex may survive the present, but its future becomes increasingly predetermined. Tommy's troubles aren't just external anymore. They're internal. He starts questioning whether fighting Gallino is even worth it. The longer Gallino keeps the lights on, the harder it becomes to argue against him. That's the real victory Gallino is after, not dominance, but resignation. He wants Tommy to stop believing there's another way. At the same time, Landman hints that this dynamic is unsustainable. Gallino thrives in chaos, not stability. As M-Tex becomes more dependent, the risk of a catastrophic fallout grows. Any misstep, any refusal, could trigger consequences far worse than bankruptcy. The savior narrative is fragile, and the audience is meant to feel that tension with every temporary win. Ultimately, Tommy's troubles piling up as Gallino becomes M-Tex's only savior isn't about rescue, it's about erosion. It's the story of a man being pushed toward a version of success he never wanted, and a company being saved at the cost of its soul. Landman uses this moment to ask its most uncomfortable question yet. Is survival still a victory when the price is losing control over who you are?